For centuries, people have used braided strips of old clothing to make rugs. Today, high-speed machines create this classic look in a fraction of the time, but with synthetic as well as natural fabrics and yarns, so the rugs last even longer. This company's most popular rugs are oval or rectangular, some small enough for your stairs. The rugs begin as yarn. The yarn is bound onto bobbins that fit the factory's machines. The yarn ranges from pure wool to a blend of wool and polypropylene that makes the rug durable even outdoors. This machine braids yarn from 24 bobbins around a core of synthetic fabric. The result is a complicated weave called cable lock. Other rugs have just 3 braided segments in what's called a flat braid. Here, a powerful sewing machine is used to join flat braids with sturdy nylon thread. This makes one enormous piece the length of half a tennis court. The piece moves along a conveyor to an automated rotary saw that cuts it to size. The saw passes twice to ensure a clean cut through the 2.5 centimetre thickness. Another industrial sewing machine attaches binding tape to seal the edge. This prevents rectangular and square rugs from unravelling. Oval and round rugs don't need this because their braids aren't cut. This machine does what's called serging. It sews yarn over the binding tape to cover it, a purely aesthetic gesture. To make fabric rugs, several pieces of different fabric are joined along one edge. They're a cotton and polyester blend that's durable and easy to wash. After the fabric is wound onto a roll, a rotary saw cuts the roll to make strips that are 2.5 centimetres wide. The fabric strip then unwinds into a machine that folds it over a filler. This forms the core of the fabric tubes they call spaghetti. The machine wraps the fabric around the filler, then sews the edges to form a closed tube. Rollers guide the spaghetti out of the machine and onto bobbins. This machine weaves spaghetti from 3 bobbins into a flat braid. Fabric rugs are made only as flat braids because the material is too thick to weave into a cable lock. The braids settle into barrels for storage until they're woven into rugs. Sometimes, mats are assembled from a variety of braids for a different look. To make an oval or round rug, one continuous braid is coiled around itself. At the same time, each braid is sewn to the next. These rugs can have anywhere from 16 to 320 rows. The factory uses tables with holes that blow pressurized air to float rugs like this one as they grow heavier. The ovals range in size. They can be as small as a doormat and as large as a swimming pool. But when the rugs get really big, some extra help may be required. It takes about 2 hours to sew together one of these huge rugs. Lastly, a tag is stapled to the rug that reveals the size and style. Before the rug heads off to shipping. Perhaps more than any other floor covering, these rugs don't just lie there. The variety of styles and shapes mean they really tell a story at your feet.